Hello YouTube, Photo Magic, Jordan here, bringing you a tutorial, guide, walkthrough, I don't really care what you call it, about going about making your own custom NHL covers. And particularly NHL covers, this is how it kind of got started. Well, my Photoshop on the Facebook and the Twitter, and made one for fun, tweeted it to WHL team, Vancouver Giants. EA Sports retweeted it. People, hey, make me one because I'm awesome and nice. I said sure. I kind of took off from there, and I'm doing other stuff now as well. But here, just doing this goalie here. Someone actually requested this. Make a cover for him on Facebook, so making a tutorial at the same time. What you want to do is just, if you can find a transparent PNG image of any player you want to use, that'll probably be easiest for you. Just select everything outside the player and just inverse the selection. But here, I just selected him. It wasn't that great, but I'm just showing you. Quick selection tool uses the best, but I saved my selection from earlier because this is all pre-recorded. And so that's the goalie right there. That's yeah, you want to make sure you get them all. If there's like little holes, if his in the picture, if his arm is curved, there's like a spot where you can see through. You want to unselect that part too. Otherwise, you're gonna bring that in, and you're gonna see part of the advertisements on the boards, and you don't want that. There's a lot of templates you can find for PS3 and Xbox 360 covers out there on the internet. Just Google it. NHL13 template out there. This is a custom template I've made. If you want one, comment on the video below, send me a private message, follow me on Twitter or on Facebook at NHL13 covers. Just ask for a template. I'll be more than happy to give you one, or another admin on Facebook will, for PS3 or the Xbox 360. And right now what I'm doing is outlining the goalie here with the blur tool. Kind of make it so it looks like he is not pasted in there. He's not cut out. He's more of a casually in there, so he's not, doesn't look out of place. If you know what I'm, if you catch my drift, if you catch what I'm throwing. And what I like doing here is, I find is a cool effect actually, is I paste the goalie in there 2 times in 2 separate layers, and on one layer what I do is I use a smudge tool and I outline the goalie like that. And you want to go into I just went in before, and you want to select shape dynamics, what else is there, scattering, noise, and you want to select that and just outline the goalie to get the best effect. And I know you're thinking of what best effect, this looks like shit, Jordan, come on. What, you're popping pills, medicinal. No, I'm not. It's actually, you're about to see, this actually kind of looks kind of cool. What I do, it's right here where that stick was giving me problems, right at the bottom of the blade. I don't know, so I kind of just gave up on that. So what I do is I go into there, and I go into blur, go down to motion blur, and it depends, it doesn't really matter how much you want to blur it, personal preference, like that. It kind of looks a little bit better, and then I make my first goalie layer appear again, invisible. And I have to go over with him with the blur tool, because I haven't done it with that layer yet. And already it's looking pretty good, huh? Pretty good, eh? Canadian lingo, you wouldn't understand. So yeah, right here you're pretty much done anyways, but if you want to take the extra step further, there's a lot of effects, visual artifacts already preloaded into Photoshop you can go to. A lot of cool ones. There's brush strokes, art, textures, whatever. I'm just going through them all and showing you them right now. I think I was going to use that one, but then I just wasn't getting a good vibe off of it. Didn't like it. And what I think I ended up using here was ink droplets, I think, under brush stroke, whatever. And yeah, right there, ink droplets. And right there, that's kind of cool. You can play around with the settings, make it lighter, darker. You can pretty much, like, that's what's great about Photoshop. You can pretty much do whatever you want. And I don't think I was getting quite the right look for her right there. That was too light. I'll go into it again, try to adjust it. But I think this time then I got it too dark. And don't like it. Control Z or Command Z for all you Mac users, or Control Command Z for all you Americans out there. And there, that's the look I was going for right there. It's perfect. If I sound like I'm not really into this tutorial, it's because Final Destination's on TV in the background. And getting distracted by all these people dying. Interesting fact. One of them, I think it was this one, it was filmed in Vancouver. A buddy of mine was an extra in the roller coaster scene, and everyone died. And right now, what I was just doing, I just created a new layer, and there's a lot of paintbrushes, plugins you can get online. Just download, bring it into Photoshop, and kind of do your own thing with it. You can, like, it's never the same thing. It's always random. Every time I add stuff like paintbrushes, strokes, and I think here I was on the blur tool and I didn't know about it. It's in the paint tool. I was wondering why nothing was working. And it's probably because I was kind of zoned out and I wasn't paying attention. Because you gotta remember, I got a lot of requests from people all over North America, particularly. I even get some requests from people in Germany and Austria, all over the place. And by the time I get all these requests, your time, it's like you're settling in, you just get home from school, get home from work, whatever, fire a request away. For me, by the time I get it, and I get them all done, it's probably 11, 12, midnight, whatever. Right now, with this tutorial I'm doing, I think it's 12:15 in the morning, and I'm pretty tired. But yeah, like I was saying, with all these paint splatters, just do your own thing with it. I don't really care. But you can't really go wrong with it, with something this abstract, right? You can't really mess up a paint splatter. You can tweak it, adjust it, but if you're putting in something that's like pink and lime green, just out of place, then I think you'll be okay. Right there, I was just trying to judge, trying to figure out, I was tweaking it, trying to figure out how thick or how opaque I wanted that little paint splatter blur I wanted to be. And I think that was it. Just went into blending options, just edited it a bit, tweaked it a little bit more. Used bevel and emboss. I like using that quite a bit. And then I put in the texture. Whatever, I don't have that too many loaded in, but you can. It's another one of the things you can just find a bunch online, download it, put it into Photoshop. It's pretty easy. And change the contour a bit. And I'm not sure what I was doing right now. I was changing the direction of all the bevel. And it just gives it more of a dynamic look to it, like I was saying before. Again, like I said, if I sound out of it, it's because I'm watching countless people die in Final Destination. These bitches are getting cooked inside of a tanning booth. What am I doing right now? I'm not even paying attention to this tutorial. I'm sorry, guys. What was I doing? I just finished up with my paint splatters, whatever. Save it as a JPEG. That's what it looks like. That's the final outcome of it, and again, if I probably wasn't so tired, this probably would have been much quicker for me to finish. I could probably usually get through one cover every 5 minutes, depending on how difficult or how abstract someone wants it to be, or how difficult the selection has to be to bring the player into the template. Save it as JPEG. I have a bunch of folders, my PC. Those are some of the covers I've made for people in the past. And there, maximum, and Google Chrome. Here's just I upload all of my artwork to Imager, whether it be NHL cover or other stuff I do for people, friends, requests, and uploading there. And damn it, one of my friends always ruining the videos. One second block, gym tomorrow. During my video, always something happens when you're recording. Shout out to Austin Poirier while we're here. Add him on Facebook, I don't care. Follow him on Twitter, at AustiP, AUSTIP. There's a cover I just made. This was the first cover I originally made, and this is the one you guys just saw me make. Oh no. See the difference? Not that much. Try to make it as exact as possible, because I recorded this earlier and my computer, my editing program was all wonky and I had to redo it. And this is the group I admin with me and another buddy. NHL13 covers. Like it, send a request there, fire a request there. If I don't get to it, the other admins will. There's my Twitter, at Photoshop. There's 2 underscores there, don't mess that up. Yes, my last name is Mayo. I got a lot of shit for it when I was a kid. Please don't add to it. And there's a bunch of covers I made. Yeah, like I said, I upload them all to Imager. A lot of custom ones. And I never realized how many I've done until I've scrolled through them. And not everyone I've ever done is up here too. I still got other ones lying around, kicking rounds. And there's the one I just made. You guys just watched me make that. I hope this tutorial has been relatively useful for you. Here's my YouTube, by the way. It's not going to look like there's any difference, but and got my tutorial running in the background there. That's a tutorial I did for using clipping masks. Simple and easy. I actually learned this how to properly use clipping masks, I think, back in high school, grade 10, I think, grade 9 or 10, about 4 years ago. And realistic look. So yeah. So flips over. Damn. Clipping masks are easy. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys.